My college roommate charged me $50 every time I made noise during her quiet hours, so I started charging her back. My roommate Bethany posted a laminated sign on our dorm room door my second week of freshman year. Quiet hours, 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. Violations will incur a $50 fine per incident. No exceptions. I laughed when I first saw it. This is a joke, right? She didn't look up from her laptop. My father owns this building. The university leases it from him. I can have you removed from housing with one phone call? I just stood there with my backpack still on my shoulders. Bethany, that's 16 hours a day. How am I supposed to figure it out? She pulled out a spiral notebook. That's your first warning for talking during quiet hours. Next one costs you. Day 1, I got fined $50 for my phone alarm going off at 7 a.m. Day 2, another $50 for walking to the bathroom at midnight. My footsteps were too loud apparently. Day 3, she charged me $100 because I sneezed twice during her morning meditation. I can't control sneezing, I said. You can control your volume. She wrote it down in her little notebook. That's $100. Venmo me by tonight or I'm calling my father. I tried going to the RA. She smiled sympathetically and said, technically roommates can set house rules if both parties agree. I didn't agree to anything. Did you sign a roommate agreement? I had. First day. I'd signed it without reading because Bethany said it was just standard stuff. I pulled out my copy and actually read it this time. There it was in tiny print at the bottom. Roommate A reserves the right to establish quiet hours and associated penalties. I was trapped. I started walking on my toes. I put my phone on silent. I held in coughs until my chest hurt. It didn't matter. Bethany fined me for breathing too loud while I slept, for the sound of me turning pages in a textbook, for my stomach growling during her 8 p.m. yoga session. 2 weeks in, I'd racked up $1,350 in fines. My parents couldn't help. Student loans didn't cover roommate extortion. I was drowning. Then I noticed something. On a Thursday night at 9 p.m., Bethany's phone rang. She answered it. Talked for 20 minutes, laughing the whole time. I pulled out my own notebook. That's a violation. Quiet hours started at 6 p.m. That'll be $50. Her face went flat. Excuse me? Your rules, no exceptions, remember? I wrote it down carefully. Venmo me by tonight. I'm not paying you anything. Then I'm calling your father. I smiled. To let him know his daughter isn't following her own legally binding roommate agreement. Her jaw tensed. She didn't pay me, but I kept documenting. Friday morning, her alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. I was already awake, notebook ready. That's $50. She slammed it off. Didn't say a word. Saturday, she talked to her boyfriend on FaceTime for 45 minutes starting at 7 p.m. I wrote down every timestamp. That's 9 violations. $450 total. Her face was turning red. You can't be serious. Why not? You were serious when you charged me for sneezing. Sunday morning, she dropped her hairdryer. The crash echoed through our tiny room at 8 a.m. I was up instantly. $50 for the noise. She threw a pillow at me. Stop. I wrote that down too. $50 for creating a projectile disturbance during quiet hours. By Monday, her total was $1,650. She tried to rip the notebook out of my hands. I held it over my head. This is insane, she yelled. $50 for yelling during quiet hours. I was almost enjoying this now. You're at $1,100. Tuesday, she tried a different approach, sat me down all sweet and reasonable. Look, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Let's just forget the fines and start over. Can't do that. You said no exceptions. The rule is the rule. I'll call my father. Good. I'll show him my documentation. Every noise you've made, every fine you owe, all time-stamped. I smiled. I'm very thorough. I learned from the best. Wednesday, she started crying. Real tears, not the manipulative kind. Please, I don't have $2,100. My dad will kill me if I ask for that much. Should have thought about that before you charged me for breathing. Thursday, she moved out. Didn't even wait for the semester to end. Just packed her stuff during the afternoon when quiet hours weren't active and left without a word. I never got my $1,250 back, but watching her leave with that notebook in my hand, that felt worth every dollar.